Yo, at Take Five Pod, first take Tuesday. Let's just get into it. Honestly, let's just do it. Um, Take Tuesdays. We came out with a mouse announcement a couple days ago. We're gonna be adding a Tuesday show to our normal lineup, normal schedule. On this Take Five, on this Take Tuesday, rather, it's gonna be five faces on the pod. We're gonna come in with our takes, and we're also gonna be answering, you guys' takes as well, trying to interact with you guys, and it's gonna be a good, conversation, good debates. Hopefully we can make this more casual. So let's just get into it. What are we talking?
At the NFL. Had week 2 over the weekend, but
Yeah.
my team lost. Obviously, all of y'all's team won, but okay.
Yes, sir. 2-0.
2-0. I can't even remember the last time we were 2-0.
Yeah,
honestly,
I mean, that's not gonna last.
We haven't been 2-0 in years.
yeah,
We haven't had a positive record in years. So yeah,
I mean, you're not gonna end with a
Same.
positive record, so it's okay.
we're not ending with the positive record.
No,
Go ahead and if you pull the schedule up, like see if you really believe that. Pull it up and see if you truly believe.
You don't even have to pull it up. Like what division we play in.
Yeah, true. It hasn't been that bad though.
okay, that's
No.
fair enough. But yeah, free wins, free wins. Like y'all are eating W's, right? Like
I mean, shit, we beat y'all.
True.
Never
I think we
free.
could I feel like we could take the Saints, Buccaneers too. Honestly, like I'm really not that concerned. Like I said this coming into the season, like Falcons have a real shot in the NFC South this year. So
I think they're gonna win it. Honestly,
we definitely could if Ritter doesn't like drag us down. Like
Although-
Ritter, I feel like Ritter's like an anchor. Like
he looked so bad last game. I honestly don't know how we won that.
damn,
Like, we're winning games.
That's
despite
right there is
the
your
quarterback.
problem. Like,
It is, but like
going to lose you some games for sure.
I feel like the fact that we can win games despite him being our quarterback like shows how hard the roster really is.
Dude, I told y'all the
Going
year we
high.
drafted Kyle Pitts that we should have got Justin Fields that draft, regardless of who was on the board. And look at us now. Shouldn't we have?
Justin Fields.
No,
Yes.
Justin Fields is not good.
What?
What do you mean? What?
Justin Fields isn't good?
No, I mean
He
from
led
what
the
we've
league
seen,
in rushing yards.
that's rushing.
So what is Lamar then?
Lamar can actually throw. There's a difference.
Oh my god.
Bro, don't do this.
You think Lamar has a better arm than Justin Fields?
Yes. Like, what do you mean? Like, what are we talking about?
Like,
Yeah. What do you mean by better arm? Like arm?
All right.
Like,
First of all, we already know who has more throw power.
okay, Justin Fields has one of the strongest arms in the league.
And
Thanks.
Lamar is not accurate. He's not.
I guess, but if you're asking me who's a better passer, like it's definitely Lamar. Like Lamar's a way better.
How? If he has a stronger arm,
It doesn't
he's more
matter.
accurate.
Like-
How is he a better passer?
Is he more accurate? Like,
I don't.
Yes.
He's not more accurate in the game. Like maybe if you're doing drills, like if you're doing
That's what I'm
like throwing
saying.
drills, like yeah, like he may be more accurate than Lamar, but like in the real games, like no, he's not.
I don't know what games you watch. Like
What games did you watch?
Yeah,
I watched the Ravens play last weekend and the first game.
You watched the Ravens play last weekend, and your evaluation was Lamar wasn't dominant.
He wasn't. He threw. No, he was, but he was throwing a lot of inaccurate passes as well.
Maybe, but like I feel like he threw a lot more of great passes than inaccurate passes. Like he was.
I don't
was
think
doing
that's
it.
true. It's
He was
close.
doing it. Lamar was doing it last weekend and the weekend
Wait.
before when he wasn't pressured.
Did Lamar go off last weekend or something? He had a very mid performance.
Stats
but
wise,
what did Justin Fields do?
yeah, like,
Justin
what-
Fields, he had a
what-
decent game.
No, he didn't. He threw 2 interceptions and had 180 yards probably.
Yeah, like am I being
And
gaslit?
And it was probably 180 like bad yards. Like Lamar had like 230 yards, but they were like it was tough. Like it's tough yardage. Like
No, it wasn't.
why are you shaking your head? Why are you
it
shaking your
wasn't.
head?
Dude, he doesn't throw the ball past 20 yards downfield at any point.
He threw a game-winning touchdown.
Dude,
And he threw a 50.
I'm talking about throughout
threw-
the game as a
wait.
part of their game
He
plan.
threw a 50-yard bomb to Zay Flowers in double
That was a
coverage.
tough
Like,
throw. I remember that throw. That throw was a
Both of
very
them.
tough throw.
Yeah, dude, Lamar can throw. Like, let's not do it. Lamar
Not
can
better than Justin Fields. He can, but
Justin
I
Fields
mean,
can't.
I
Is
don't.
not a good quarterback.
It's a terrible narrative about Justin Fields. Like,
dude, Justin
Lamar
Fields
is terrible.
behind the Ravens O line, like I don't even know what that would turn into, but it would be scary.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Especially this year, they don't even like call a quarterback run anymore. Like
They
they don't use the design quarterback run, which is surprising. But like I feel like we're not even realizing the full potential of the Ravens offense this year. Like the fact that they haven't called quarterback run yet, like imagine in the playoffs when they can go to that. Like they can go to quarterback run in the playoffs if they need to. Like
Dude, they're gonna be ready for that.
what?
If I've learned one thing about the Ravens in the playoffs, it's that teams know how to guard the run.
No. That's true. But also in past years, like the Ravens had no skill players. Like they didn't have an Aguilar, an Odell, Zay Flowers. Like they never had that.
So Aguilar and
Yeah, they
Odell
do.
are moving the needle, is what you're
Or
saying?
even a Bateman. Like most of the time he wasn't healthy. Like they were running out there with like Duvernay, like a special teams guy, and like guys like that. Like you can't win like that. Especially if they were like condensing the offense too. Like everyone was running like inside. Like it was terrible. Like now they're spreading it out. Like I'm liking what I see.
Hope they can do it, man.
I'm just all right. You're gonna feel Lamar. Like on draft night, he told you he's gonna bring a Super Bowl to Baltimore. So
I don't think it's gonna happen.
all right.
Yeah, not this year, but
Definitely not this year.
yeah, like I think he obviously has the potential.
Actually, it's not gonna happen because Pat
don't-
Mahomes is not leaving the league.
I
So
don't think this year.
I'm just saying, Lamar already had won an MVP with a garbage offensive design and no playmakers. So
that was a garbage offensive design.
yeah, that was a terrible offensive design.
They just ran the offense through him.
Yeah, but pass wise though, I mean they're running the offense through him now. They're running the offense through him now, but like he's just throwing the ball. Like it's kind of like Louisville. But what's it called? Now with like unlocking all of his ability, how can you guard him? How are you going to guard him?
Can't do it.
On paper, it's unstoppable.
Until somebody stops it, like that's what I'm rocking with. So
Until nobody stopped it up to now, is what you're saying?
no,
Not exactly.
Okay.
they called 0 quarterback runs.
Are you talking about this year or the Ravens? Like,
No, this year.
Okay.
This is a different offense, like
Okay.
way different. They have better players and a better scheme. Like, I don't know how they're going to stop that, especially when we incorporate Lamar running with an extra blocker. Like, there's another guy unaccounted for. The line's looking solid with the backup. Who was out? Oh, center. Linderbaum was out. Like, I don't know. I don't know who's stopping him.
So they're the best team in the league, is what you're trying to tell
I'm
me.
not saying all that. I'm not
Right
saying
now.
all that.
Basically,
I'm just saying they look good. Like they're a real contender. Definitely.
do you think? And I'm not saying I lean either way right now, but do you think they're better than the Bengals?
They can definitely play with the Bengals. Like it's hard to tell what the Bengals really are right now because like Joe Burrow doesn't look healthy, which like from what it looks like in these first 2 weeks they should have sat him. Like he was limping around last game. I think he's questionable this week. Like I would have probably sat him based on what I'm seeing, but as it stands right now, like they just beat the Bengals, and I'll say the game was not as close as the scoreboard said. So
You would have what?
I would say
You would have what?
The game was not as close as the scoreboard reflected.
Oh, so we're just using hindsight in this little debate that we're having right now. We're just saying, okay, so since it wasn't that much of a difficult matchup there,
I don't think it was that close. No. I'm saying that the Ravens looked like the better team, absolutely.
So you go sit Joe Burrow, starting game of the season, starting 2 games of the season. Is what you're trying to tell me.
If I had seen him look like he did, like right now, like I assume he practiced like maybe a few times before.
Yeah.
If I had seen him running around like he was now, yeah, I would have probably sat him down. Like, I don't even know if he gives him the best chance to win right now. Like, honestly, he looks bad.
You're ODing it. You're
bad
taking
right
I'm-
now.
I'm not ODing it. Like, he literally can't move, and that's a big part of his game.
I mean,
I'm telling you,
think
I was
it's
watching
just
that
time.
I was telling you, like, it didn't even look like he was trying in the first game, but now I realize, like, it's because he's hurt. Like, Joe Burrow, I remember vividly, he broke out of the pocket, like, running to the left. He had 10 yards to run, and he threw the ball to the ground. The guy's like, he's not healthy. Like, he's really not.
Well, unfortunately for the Bengals, like, that health thing, it's not really gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see how he's gonna get healthy during the course of an NFL season. Not
I mean, you
100%.
just have to take your medicine, like sit out a game or two. At this point, maybe
Sit
maybe
out
Julian's
a
right.
game
He
or
probably should have sat out already, but
Like, now, it's bad for them now because they're 0-2.
yeah, you
So-
started the whole.
It's rough. Like, it's hard to ask him to sit out now. But if you had done that in the first place, like, they would have been fine. But you may.
But I
risk
just
being
don't
0-4.
know. I just don't know how you make that call, to keep this man out the game if he's able to go. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
It's
Yeah.
just not
Able
I
worth
can
it.
agree with that.
Less
Like,
than
imagine
100 for sure.
It's a calf injury. Like, we've seen what happens with calf injuries. So imagine it gets terrible. Then what? Then it definitely would be worth it. Like, I would sit him if it's that bad.
I
But
don't
it
think
wasn't.
Joe's going for that though.
You know what I'm
It was
saying?
what?
Like,
Was his injury bad?
I don't know if his injury was that bad that first game.
It-
You know what I'm saying?
no,
I'm,
no.
saying I'm
It-
saying, like, I don't know if
I
he
mean,
was,
it was bad. It was bad.
the
In the
same.
preseason, like in the preseason, they were saying it might take up to this week until he started playing. Like, when he first got injured,
I remember that.
training camp, they were saying it might take all of this time to heal up. So
So
just paid-
yeah, so
they-
what?
so they just paid him. Like, it's hard to run out the quarterback you just spent $300 million on when he's less than even 90%. He doesn't look healthy.
Yeah.
He's not looking good. Like, he really not.
85 to 90%. You're probably. You could
You're
probably put
playing.
but under that,
Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand this line of conversation at all, especially not coming from Julian's corner, especially, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, again, if you have a star player, and this is football we're talking about, it's not like this is a starting four or something like that on a basketball team. This is the quarterback we're talking about. This is your guy. If the offense runs through Joe, if Joe is not eating, then nobody else is on that offensive end. Period. You know what I'm saying? So you're
imagine
telling
Joe
me
goes
if he's
out.
85, I'm taking him out.
Okay, look,
Just-
look. Joe Burrow's already missed a full season, or basically a full season in his career. He's played, 5 years? He's already sat out a full season because of injury. If Joe Burrow is not healthy right now, it's not worth it to try him out there. You just paid him $300 million to be our quarterback for the next
6 years or
6 years? Yeah.
5, 6
So-
years.
It's not worth it. No, you sit him if he's not healthy. And he's not giving them the best chance to win, like, based on what I'm seeing. Like, he looks bad.
Again,
Who thinks
this
that
line of
though?
discussion, this
I don't
line of
remember. I don't
discussion
remember.
would be very different if they are
But
1-1
he's not very good.
or
at it,
2-0.
but-
It might be different, but like if he still looked, even if they won the game against the Ravens and like he still looked bad, like he was gonna get the wear and tear regardless if they were 1-1 or 0-2.
Dang, it's
So like,
Jake Browning, but I
yeah,
thought it was going to be
I was
Trevor
looking at
Simeon.
that, like it's gonna that would get bad too, but
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Trevor Simeon, but apparently Jake Browning beat him out for the spot.
that's the
Are
only
you talking
other
about the Bengals backup?
Yeah, but Will Greer's on the what's it called? He's on the practice squad, and he
My boy
looked good
Will
in the-
Greer. They need to start him.
anyway. But he
Oh,
looked good in the last.
from
last
West
preseason game.
Virginia, yeah? Or am I?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
an
he
OG
was.
from Florida.
Yeah, he went to Florida and then transferred.
Oh, Florida was so nice that year. They were like top 5. and then he got hurt.
All right. We're getting off task.
That actually happened.
Fair enough.
Didn't y'all lose for the state that year?
Dude, we started top 5. We beat Ole Miss. They were like number 3, and then Will Greer got hurt for the season.
Okay. Who was quarterback? Who was it after him? I forgot. Oh, was it Emory?
I think it was Jeff Driscoll.
It was Driscoll. That was that long ago. Dang. I don't remember.
Maybe not. Oh, it might have been Jacoby Brissett. I don't know.
No.
What do you mean no? He went to Florida.
I know, but it wasn't that long ago. Right?
I mean,
Dude, it was a long time ago.
I feel like Brissett isn't like a youngin anymore for real. Like
he's like 30, probably. But yeah. I don't know though.
Snacks.
What were y'all talking about?
Bro, we're talking about Joe Burrow. We're talking about Joe Burrow's injury, basically.
Yeah, Julian came up here spewing that he would have sat him at the beginning of the season, and all this other stuff. Like,
Bro,
it definitely got weird.
We can't use this as an excuse, bro. Like, is that what we're doing? Like, is that what we're saying?
Yeah, obviously, he's not healthy. You know,
no, that's I was not making
this, that, and the other. So, like,
anyone who was listening,
they're losing.
Anyone who was listening knows I didn't make any excuses. Like, there was no excuses. It was just
That's true.
It's not worth it to play. It's really not.
It's not worth it to play.
If he's not healthy, I'm saying. If he's healthy, like shit, like
what if he's 80%?
I wouldn't play him.
No, yeah,
that's what I said. If he's less than 85%, I wouldn't play him.
But
I would give him a
week.
Dude,
we're sitting here looking back. We're sitting here looking back at this situation, though. You know, what I'm
that's
saying?
all you can do, right? Like,
no, but we have context that
I feel like this is not looking back though, because I'm literally looking forward. Like I'm literally saying to sit him going forward next week if he's not healthy.
Oh, sit him next week.
You can't now.
After being down 2-0. That's a
yes. That's
you
what
have
I said.
to
I
win.
said I know that it's tough. I said in hindsight, yeah, I would say him the first 2 if he needed it. But now I think they may need to sit him like he may need a week. Like from what it looks like, he really might. All right.
He may need a week. Who's the backup again?
It's Jake Browning.
Jew is chatting, bro.
You know he is.
It's funny. I'm looking at a quote back in August from Jamar Chase saying like he thinks he should sit out through week 5 or something like that. This was back in August when on the.
He was kidding, bro.
Why would he be kidding?
Definitely.
It was like a joke. He literally said he was kidding. Like right after that, like. All right, it was like a joking matter. Like,
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. I think his point was that he sat out last year, I guess, the first game or 2. So you'd rather be ready. You'd rather be healthy for the 17th game of the season than the first 1 or 2. Like it's.
I guess, but
like Shannon said, if you limp into the season, you will limp out.
I mean, it was a tough decision going into the first week, but now it's an even tougher decision. Yes, going into the third week down 0-2 already. Probably not.
Let me see.
What you call it? You can't predict injury. If a guy tells you can go, like you have to respect that at the end of the day. But my thing is with football though. Back to Julian's point. You can't really circle on the football schedule of Charlotte Hornets that, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could just go in and dust off. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if we do, limit our context, now we are 2-0. So now we're looking forward. You can't sit this man. Can't do it. You cannot do it. Not here. Maybe if they're 0-4, 0-5, something like that.
If he limps out, bro. If he limps out in this next game,
you don't want to wait too long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he limps out in this next game, he should have sat that game. I feel like all he needs is a week or 2 to like relax, and he'll be okay.
I mean, if he gets hit, like there's just nothing. Like you can't do anything. Like
it's not even the hits that I'm like that's bothering me. Like he doesn't look good right now. Like he doesn't even look comfortable. He doesn't look athletic. Like he looks bad. He looks really bad right now. It's not what you want to see from the guy who just paid.
I mean,
That's
that can
the
just be
opposite.
due to not playing in the preseason, though.
Bro, a lot of people didn't play. Desmond Ritter didn't play. Lamar
And-
didn't play, or he played
and
a
Joe
series.
Burrow-
Lamar didn't play in a new offense.
Burrow always starts off very slow. Like, it doesn't really matter.
No. I understand starting off slow. Starting off slow and starting off like this is bad. Like, just look at the game. Like, look at the game. Look at him. Like, look at him.
Bro,
If
this
you
is how they
circle him-
looked last year to start the
if you
season. I'm
cir-
not gonna lie.
No. If you circle him specifically, like go pull up the film after we finish. Circle him specifically. Watch him every play. He doesn't look like himself. Like physically, not even take the football part out of it. Like physically, he's not running around the same.
Yeah.
Can't argue that.
Okay, then. So
Okay,
you
then so
talking?
what?
what do you mean?
This
They-
is where the disconnect
What
is.
y'all's point is though,
You
like,
know what I'm saying? Like, this is where the disconnect lies for me. Okay, then what? Like,
and it may be time to sit him down
because
because he's not healthy. He does. If he's not going to be himself, you can't play. Ask him to play through injury. Like, yes, if it was week 17 and they needed to get into the playoffs, like that week, I would say, yeah, you have to go out there. Right now, like, I don't know if it's worth it. And
Dude,
I'm like NFL. Every game matters. Like, I do. I understand that, but like right now, it's definitely not worth it.
I mean, if they go down 0-3 and the Ravens go 3-0, like they're not. There's no way they're gonna really win that division, honestly, because the Ravens are gonna be. I feel like good for the rest of the season. So like
probably will
at
be.
that point, they're gonna have to try and get like a wild card spot, and like we know how that is in the AFC. Like it's really
I mean,
deep.
it's a rough road, regardless. I feel like unless you were going to get that bye, like unless
Yeah,
you're the top seed,
your
like,
division is
yeah,
brutal anyway.
Yeah.
So
Like none of those teams suck.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like every game matters. Like you said, like can't take off a game, especially if it's against who they play next week.
The
The
Rams.
Rams.
Rams are good.
Uh,
The
I
Rams
guess
are
it's
good.
not at a division opponent, so I guess it really doesn't matter that much. But I feel like every game does matter, especially with a tough division like AFC North.
It's Rams, Titans, Cardinals. Like I think
Titans
they
aren't
can-
sweet.
They can,
Cardinals, like
bro, they can beat the Titans and they can beat the Cardinals. The Titans are sweet. Titans are bad. They have $10 a quarterback. Like you're sweet at that point.
I wish they would put Malik Willis in there.
They should. They need to give him a try at least. What's his face? Did Levis make the roster? Like the did Will Levis make the roster? The active roster?
yeah,
Did he? You could. Okay.
I think I didn't hear
I
any
know you
news
can-
about him being cut.
I think you can carry 3 quarterbacks now. Like that's a new rule apparently. But yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, he
I
probably
think
did make it as the
like, I
third.
think I don't know if you can outright carry 3. But
They can't all play, but I think they can like be on the roster. I don't know what it is like because
I thought
like
they
when,
changed it to the.
because that was the Jet situation. They only
when
had
Rodgers got hurt. They couldn't put anyone else in.
Dang.
That would be funny if Randall Cobb had to go.
Yeah,
play
Randall
for
Cobb was the emergency.
Randall Cobb was fire at what's it called at Kentucky. Like I remember when I was little, I used to be on NCAA football going dummy with Randall Cobb. Like that boy was fire.
Ooh, when's that game supposed to come out?
Next year,
Next year.
next summer, I think. Yeah, you already know how that's gonna go. Dynasties.
Yeah, that's the best mode ever made.
I mean, if we all run a connected dynasty, it's gonna get very ugly for y'all. Like I'm out recruiting y'all.
Definitely
Putting
not.
championships on y'all's face. Like it's just gonna get bad. Right. I'm finna get the new game anyway. What's it called? So I can go back to dominating y'all boys and Maddie.
Are you actually gonna get it?
I think so.
Nah,
You don't
so
want
that's
that.
no.
Y'all are terrible. Y'all know that y'all can't like hold me and Maddie like that. To be for real. I think like, y'all probably bankroll me like $1,000 all time.
Anyways,
What?
That's facts. Like,
He's making-
$1,000.
yes,
Jacob definitely has to me. I know Jacob has.
exactly. So if Jacob has to you, imagine what he's done to me, and then what you've
I
done.
definitely am better than both of you.
Like, there's levels, you know.
Anyways,
No, y'all are both trash, though, actually.
I'm over here trying to find Rohan take.
What do you say?
He had said,
Don't let it be about the Vikings, please.
nah,
It's
it was
definitely
about
about the
Zach
Vikings.
Wilson. It was about Zach Wilson not looking bad. It was just, other circumstances. I believe it was the gist of the take.
I mean,
Like,
he's been put in the
Blame
best
shouldn't
of
be
circumstances.
solely on Zach Wilson.
Where did he say that?
He replied to a question sticker on the ground.
He retracted that take, didn't he?
Nah, it just
Nah, he
Went
retracted
away.
something about the Vikings on that Thursday night game.
Oh,
yeah. So he says Zach Wilson wasn't bad at all on Sunday. He just had no time to throw. So that was his take.
that's
Zach
a bad
Wilson
take.
Zach Wilson's not a good quarterback. Maybe he will in the future, but like from what we've seen, like he's been one of the worst quarterbacks. Like I was watching I forget what show, maybe NFL Live, and Mina Kimes was talking about it. Like she was saying like he's like statistically like a bot. He's worse than 30th. Like he shouldn't even be a starter, actually. Like that's how bad he is. And she listed out a bunch of metrics.
His weapons aren't really that good. I feel like outside
They're
of
not
Garrett,
bad.
What?
They're not
What are
bad.
you even talking
This
about?
not been
outside
the
of
whole.
Garrett Wilson,
Has this not been the whole key the
Bro.
entire offseason?
Yeah, you have Garrett Wilson.
no.
You have a two-head snake at running back.
bro.
Like what does he need exactly?
Dude, I
Dude,
mean, they have an okay running game, but like outside of one receiver, that's all they have.
I mean, they have one very good number one receiver. Like they have
Yeah,
a
he's
his second year in the league.
He's not very good. Let's
Yeah, like
relax.
let's calm down.
what
He's
is
not
it-
some
what is
top
being
five.
his second
Devontae
year in the
Adams.
league?
Won the rookie of the year. What are we talking about?
Rookie of the
He's not
year.
being-
You just hurt yourself,
Oh my god.
What is going on?
bro. Let's just say this. He's not a
Basketball
top.
is
He's not a top 10 receiver in the league. So
Top 10. He's not top 20.
What?
Garrett Wilson?
Like
Go
what
ahead
are we
and
talking
list
about?
off 20 right now.
20,
Go ahead.
Sure.
20 might be the stretch.
20, bro.
Let me pull up a list. Hold on.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
Y'all are weird. Like,
How's
This
that
is
weird? He's
weird.
not a top 10 receiver.
okay, maybe not top 10, but he's
Okay,
around
so
it.
Zach Wilson has like pretty much like mid to no help.
Mid to
Dude,
low.
I don't know what you think he's supposed to have. Like,
He's supposed
You
to
know what
have
I'm
at
saying?
least two weapons who can catch the ball.
He had 80 receptions for 1,100 yards last year.
Yeah, he's tough. He's not top. He's top.
As a-
I think he's top
as a
20.
rookie, and he played with Zach Wilson and Mike White. Like, what
All
are
right. You want me to do the list?
want to go for 1,600? Yes, do the list. Go ahead.
All right. Tyreek, Amon Ra, Justin Jefferson. Is somebody keeping count? Devontae Adams, Diggs, AJ Brown, Cooper Kupp, CeeDee Lamb, Keenan Allen, Jamar Chase. Oh my
Oh,
god.
wait. Okay.
That's
What?
10.
That was 10. That was 10. That was 10.
Wait. Keenan Allen. I don't know if Keenan Allen's better than Garrett
Can we
Wilson right
stop?
now.
Are you
we
crazy?
Hey, let's just.
I don't know if
stand
Keenan
at
Allen's
that.
better than. Okay, keep going though. But
All right.
I'll argue my points at the end. Not now. No.
Bro, Julius is nuts.
Olave.
right now, like,
How are we gonna say Olave is
Isn't
better than him?
Olave a second year as well?
Just won the rookie of the year over him.
Dude, are you seeing Olave this year?
bruh.
What are we talking about? Did
What
we
if
see
he
Garrett
doesn't have
Wilson
a
this year?
quarterback?
They're about the same, but just keep going. Just keep going.
Garrett Wilson's
All right,
playing better
that
than him
counts.
this year, actually.
Um,
It's
No,
Zach
he's
Wilson's
not. That is a
quarterback.
lie.
Like,
Whoa.
That's a
Julius,
lie?
you just lied.
What'd he say?
He just
He has
lied.
2 touchdowns. Okay, he has
Who?
2 touchdowns in 2 games, and he has what did he have last week? Like 90 yards.
No, he did not have 90 yards.
He caught like an 80-yard touchdown.
He's like,
So,
no, he did not.
what was it, 60, 70?
Bro, he
Yeah,
had like
pretty
60,
good.
70 yards, I think, yes, Sunday.
He had 83 yards. So like I said, 90 basically, and he had a touchdown. So
How many did he have week 1? Like 40?
probably they didn't
Chris
even know
Olave
the ball,
had
though.
a 100+ yard game, and
On
then
the
what did he have
Saints.
yesterday? He went off yesterday, like with like.
But he also
86
plays on a better team.
What?
Dude,
I mean,
what are you
as of
talking about?
right now.
I guess, but
Yeah,
Anyway,
Zach
keep
Wilson,
going,
bro.
Jacob.
Zach Wilson's a bad quarterback. But
We
keep
won't
going.
count Olave. We won't count Olave. Keep going. That's 10.
I don't understand how you could count a lot.
Did you
Okay.
say Devontae Smith?
No,
Oh.
just wait. Devontae Smith.
No.
Wait, you said no?
Garrett Wilson is nice. Like,
Dude.
can we stop
No,
doing this?
yeah.
Like,
I feel like y'all are
And it-
trying Garrett Wilson right now. Like,
Devontae Smith?
Devontae Smith?
Garrett Wilson is very good at football.
Dude,
What are we talking
Devontae
about?
Smith plays alongside AJ Brown and still puts up 1,000 yards. Like, what are we talking about?
Devontae
puts up
Smith is with
1,200,
Jalen
like-
Hurts.
Dude, he just broke the Eagles record for
What?
most receptions in the year. Like his second year in the league.
dude, this
He's
is
better
these
than
are
Garrett
unfair
Wilson.
arguments.
Anyway, Devontae
One
Smith is
person
better.
has had Zach Wilson both years, and the others had now. Now Olave has Derek Carr, who is definitely better than Zach Wilson, and Devontae Smith has freaking Jalen Hurts. Like, we know the
But-
difference between these quarterbacks is at throwing the football. Like,
Every quarterback Olave has had is way better than Zach
We
Wilson.
can't do that.
But you
though.
can say that
Okay.
about any other receiver. Is what we're trying to. Is what we're gonna get to the bottom of. Like, we have to add in the context.
Forget the
This
quarterback.
doesn't make sense.
Dude,
Okay.
Devontae Smith is better than Garrett Wilson. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we're counting Devontae Smith.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
What,
what
you're at, like,
And then
12,
while we're on that, AJ Brown is better too.
You
So
already-
let's
you already
put AJ
named
Brown.
I think you already said AJ Brown.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're at
Hold on,
12,
let
I think. Now.
Oh, Debo. Debo's definitely better. Please don't argue.
Debo's not a better receiver than Garrett Wilson. Like at receiving, you can say Debo's a better football player because he plays running back
I mean,
also. Debo's not a better wide
Dude, he gets
receiver
like
than Garrett Wilson.
3 to 5.
There's actually
carries
no
a
wait,
game.
wait. I'm not letting that one slide. There's no argument for him being a better pass catcher than Garrett Wilson.
What are you talking
Debo
about?
Samuel. Bro, Debo Samuel. I don't know
Yeah,
if
he's
Debo
not.
Samuel's a better receiver than Brandon Ayuk. To keep it
All
real.
right. So you're
serious.
just
He's
you're
a
just
great
crazy.
football
12, I
player.
think.
He's a dominant
12
football
or
player,
11.
not wide receiver though.
All right. So are we just like we're not
running
talking
out
about
of- you're
stats
running out-
anymore? We're just
running out of
talking about
players.
like who's the
I'm-
best in
no,
catching.
no. Keep going.
playing
You
anyway,
hit-
yeah, you are running out
you
of players.
hit like
regardless.
12, and now you're just rambling. Keep going.
All right. You keep discrediting my receivers with like
No,
stupid
I mean,
points.
even if we add all of them, that's 13.
13. All right. T. Higgins.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
I don't even know, but
Okay, Ayuk then.
No,
Nah,
You just said he's better than Debo. But he's not
Ayuk
better
is
than
not-
Garrett
That was
Wilson.
Garrett
You're
Wilson
doing
is
it for
better
it.
than Debo too, though. That's what I'm trying to get,
Bro.
Like, that's what I'm trying to get through to you.
Dude, you are crazy.
go for a clear
Might as
cut.
well
like-
throw Mike Evans in there. You know
Yeah,
you
you
want.
Oh, Mike Evans is definitely better.
You
Yeah,
know you
Mike
want
Evans.
to. Like,
Oh, Michael Pittman.
Oh.
Michael Pittman, the Colts. Michael Pittman,
Are you muted?
the Colts. Michael Pittman.
Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
yeah, we can hear you.
Whoa, I cannot hear y'all.
It's crazy. It's a
I
very
don't know what just
convenient
happened,
timing
but-
for that.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
hold on, let me-
had to mute him. They had to
It
mute
definitely
him.
got convenient.
Michael Pittman.
No, Michael Pittman was not.
Michael
That-
Pittman, bro.
What are we talking about?
But Garrett Wilson is 5. Nah, he's better than some of those people he said. But
Dude, he's top 20. Like, to say
He's top
he's not
20.
top 20 is crazy.
no, yeah, he's top 20.
He's
I just
closer
said he
to
wasn't top 10.
than top 20.
All right.
point is-
Like,
The point is Zach
obviously,
Wilson
he
doesn't
split
have.
hairs with some of these guys, but like saying he's not top 20 is asinine.
He's fringe top 20. I don't think he's top 20.
He's top 20
Even
for
named
sure.
15. So how could he be French top 20?
I mean, I was still going.
Dude, you pulled out Michael Pittman.
You said Michael Pittman isn't better. I don't know how Michael
Oh,
Pittman
bro,
isn't better.
you're a fool if you think Michael Pittman's better than Garrett Wilson at football.
How? He plays on the Colts and puts up better numbers.
I don't. Does he?
All right, then go ahead and say
Very
Michael Thomas.
comparable.
You know.
That's Michael Pittman's best year.
You say Cooper. You say
Last
Cooper.
year.
Kupp.
Bottom of this one.
I did say
Continue.
Cooper Cup.
Go ahead, Jacob.
All right.
That boy is looking deep into Pro Football Focus. Like, that boy is-
Yeah, Michael Thomas, like you not gonna give it to him?
no,
Not
not
Michael.
even close.
Yeah, can't co-sign that one.
You said Tyreek and you say Jalen Waddle.
I didn't say Jalen Waddle. Yeah, Jalen Waddle's better.
Waddle's not better than him either.
Jalen Waddle just had 1,500.
Yeah, right. I don't know about that
What
one.
did
I
Waddle's
don't.
have?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Waddle's like that.
14.
No, because I think Tyreek had 14. So no, he didn't. He had the most receptions though. He has the most receptions.
Bro, Jalen Waddle is better than him, bro. Let's stop that.
This is weird. I'm sorry.
That's not weird.
This is weird.
DK.
No.
No,
Not DK.
no, bro. That's from the fantasy owner, bro.
That's
Nah,
just
nah, DK. You should have said
Hey,
Lockett before you said that.
Okay, the point is he's top 20, though. He's top 20.
He's closer to top 10 than top 20, like I said.
Yeah, like Jacob's starting to clutch at straws right now.
we haven't even got to 15 real, like even ones that you can argue.
I think I've said like 17.
I know, but some of them were horrible. So
No. Oh, CD. Did I say CD?
yes,
Yes,
Yeah, you already said that was the top 10. Like that was
just admit the truth right now, bro. Just admit that.
I mean, I have 3 more.
Do you?
Cool.
What are you looking at right now? I just want to know like what list you're what you're
I'm just looking at receivers.
Now, who's the 3 more? Just humor us.
I almost said something crazy.
You could say Amari Cooper.
No.
I don't think so. Maybe
What do you mean?
that's a better one than some of the ones that y'all named.
All right. He's top 17. Good for him.
The point is Zach
Top
Wilson doesn't have
17.
much help. He doesn't have much
The
help.
fact that you
Like I said-
named 16 players does not make him top 17. Like he still moves up. A lot of those were arguable at
Yeah.
best. I don't know. Like
Like I
Definitely
said,
debatable.
He's like right at
Yes.
17.
he has a bona fide number 1 option. He has 2 good running backs. Like and he
You
has
need
a
more
bunch
than
of
that to
other-
succeed, dude.
He has a bunch of other solid wide receivers. though.
playmakers, like they can.
I'm saying, like,
Solid.
Aaron Rodgers
Solid.
wouldn't have been enough. Like,
I mean, they're solid.
Bro,
They're mid.
come on.
I mean, they're not great, but they're not
Dude,
terrible.
Alan Lazard, come on.
He doesn't suck. Like,
He's
He's an
solid.
average wide receiver. He's not anything 5.
yeah, he's the second wide receiver on the team for a reason.
That's bad, though. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, he has
That is a bad number
he has
2.
McCole Hardman, Abby. Like those
Bro,
guys.
he
are
is not
hard.
Mahomes. Like he cannot make nothing out of or something out of nothing, bro.
Who? Zach Wilson, we
He's
know.
Mahomes.
We
He's
know.
terrible. I
But that's what
understand
I'm
he does not
saying.
Mahomes. He's not a good quarterback. Like he's not a good player at all.
Dude, I mean, as a young quarterback, you need help.
I'm just saying,
like
if you get outplayed by Mike White, why are we arguing for him being good? Mike White was
No,
better than
he's
him.
good.
We just saw it play out. We just saw it
Dude.
last year. Mike White was a better quarterback than him. His
You're
teammates
right.
were strung up in Mike White. What's it called? And Mike White paraphernalia.
you're right. No, I believe Mike White is
What
better,
is Mike
or he
White?
was better. But I'm just saying, Zach Wilson, like it's not all his fault, like Rohan said.
Oh,
but we haven't really named a real culprit of this Zach Wilson situation, and I'm surprised that we've taken it to such great lengths of naming receivers and this sort of thing.
There's no culprit, bro. He's
There's
not
a
good-
culprit, bro.
The culprit
There
is
is a
Zach
culprit for
Wilson.
this. There has to be. There has to be.
Yeah, he's not a good player.
I understand,
He's the
but
culprit.
like I keep trying to tell people, you can't ask a dog to fly. You
I
can't.
mean, yeah, they should have.
You cannot do it.
Nathaniel Hackett was tweaked out last game. Like he should have ran the ball more. But, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, he was definitely
didn't run
tweaked
it
out.
all,
I can
like-
definitely tell you that. Hell, you know,
they
you got
also
to
were
put
playing the
Salah in there.
Cowboys.
You know what I'm saying? Salah,
They-
he been hyping up Zach Wilson. You know, this is our guy. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
I mean, he
This
has
will be
to.
our
He has
replacement.
to. Like he can't.
For
He
sure.
can't bash Zach Wilson in week 2.
But
Oh,
don't
yeah.
be confident in the press conference and not be confident in your play calling. Know Zach Wilson. Know him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know him better. Know his body. Know your personnel.
He does know him, and that's the issue. Like he knows that he sucks. So like, that's why he's not confident. That's why they're not confident on when we hit Sundays. They can't be confident because they know he's not a good player. You can go bring in about 10 more quarterbacks who can come in and be better than Zach Wilson.
Okay, how do you win games without a quarterback?
It's hard to. It's
hard.
very difficult to. And their
Bro.
team is not built for that.
If you're
Starts
Garrett
on the
Wil-
other end. I would disagree. Like,
I mean, yeah,
would
their
disagree.
defense is fine, but
They've been solid. Yeah, like they've been good.
their team is not built for winning games without a at least average quarterback. Zach Wilson is not average. He's bad.
Well below.
it's definitely not tough. I just feel like, again, dummy offense,
No,
slants.
to be fair, like
Out
it's
routes.
unfair that he had to come back this early.
For sure.
Obviously, he wasn't expecting this, so
Not at all. Neither was, play callers, neither was receiving core, etc. So everybody has to adjust. I'm just saying though, I'm not looking for an adjustment this next game. I'm looking for a completely different offense. Like I'm being for real. Like
yeah, I mean, they need to just they had to just like pound the rock at this point.
You have to run the ball
which
a
they
lot.
did none of on Sunday.
And you have to resort to trickery. You know what I'm saying? Screen passes, toss the ball out. Like you gotta.
If I'm going versus Zach Wilson, I'm taking away everything to the inside and taking away the run game, and I'll make him beat me outside of the numbers. I don't think that he will. He can throw though. Like I'm not gonna act like he has no talent. Like he can throw, but he's just not a good quarterback yet. Like maybe he could be eventually, but right now he's not ready to play.
You could, I could see who they play next, but you can outsmart,
the Patriots.
Pats.
So I mean,
that's throw. That's throw.
What's throw? They
have to play the Patriots.
Yeah, I know the Patriots are solid. I'm just saying, that can be a, ground and pound type of game. That could be a low scoring affair if they play their cards correctly.
He has to go versus Bill Belichick.
Yeah, Bill's definitely taking away the run.
Yeah, like they're taking it. They're taking advantage of that.
Belichick takes away. He is the most effective coach at taking away doing your best thing ever. He takes it away every time. Like pretty much every time he plays someone, he's taking away their best option.
We saw last week
neutralize.
Like you even on special teams, like neutralize the special teams.
Yo, I saw something crazy that like the holder when they blocked that kick. The holder played for the Patriots, and he knew that he had a tick where he would like breathe out right before they would snap the ball. And so he told a player to like stand outside the formation and watch that. And then when he did it, he like sprinted and blocked it.
I mean, that's elite. That's elite film study. And knowing your players, your former players. Like,
what do you mean, anywho?
Dude, Belichick just changed the way we look at field goals as well. Like that's crazy, and it's funny how like that haven't happened before. You see all the people jump in the center, but never coming from like a wide angle like that was.
I thought it was on accident, like real time. Like I just saw him start flying across the screen, and I was like, "Oh, he's running onto the field late." Like, I thought he was just coming on late, and he jumped it like perfectly. But then, like when I saw the replay, I was like, "Oh, like they're really thinking. Like that was crazy."
But hold on for a second, though.
And then the kicker missed the next kick he had.
Yeah.
So y'all telling me y'all never tried this matter at all? Like y'all never tried to get the far edge guy?
Yeah, I've tried
yeah.
I probably ran outside. Like
I mean, it's tough for sure, but like I'm just saying, like I could see why his mind would go to that way with the special teams. Like obviously none of us would think of it, we're not no football savants or anything, but like that angle, you know what I'm saying, hitting the line of the scrimmage, if you do that correctly, like
I think we'll see that almost every week from now on.
Teams are probably
college and NFL, maybe even high school. Like
it honestly reminds me of the Grand Theft Alvarado move.
So green in high school.
I wouldn't be surprised if they like made a rule banning it, like they did where you could jump over the line.
No,
you can't ban that.
You can roam freely on the defensive side of the ball. Like,
yeah, that's fair. Fair game.
They're just gonna have to get blocked. I mean, they're gonna get smacked. Like if somebody wants to go actually block them, like they may get destroyed. But we'll see.
Change the way you look at special teams, like
for sure.
And
let's see who's the next successful team to do it.
I feel like the element of surprise really helped that though.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna work that much because like then teams will know which way the blocks come.
They're gonna at least start taking 5-10 minutes in practice to work on it. Like
he should have saved that for the postseason, honestly. I mean, there's no postseason.
He needed it then, though. The way his offense was playing, like he definitely needed that.
You need a little spark plug. But yeah,
before
okay,
we
Zach Wilson is ass, so we can move on from that one.
I agree. But before we wrap up, I just want to ask Julian and Miles what happened last night
Oh,
What do you mean?
with the
Like,
Braves.
congrats.
Bro,
Like
Check
that
you
was
out.
really a
Like-
bad
like,
show.
congrats.
Check, check.
Like,
I'm dead because I didn't even know what you were talking about at first. Like we already
For real, like I didn't
Bro.
know he went to the
Nah.
Braves on this. That like,
we clinched the
Nah.
division and home field.
But going into September and October, don't you want to get hot? Like,
We have a while to get hot, bro.
It's
For
okay.
sure.
Acuna hit a
For
leadoff
sure.
home run, so it's okay today. Like
He hit a leadoff home run today.
okay. Yeah, leadoff.
Dang,
First
my prize
AB.
picks already cashed. That's really good. Profit.
Dang, that backfired.
I
No, it
mean,
can't.
hey, it's early. It's early. But
Oh, and we
yesterday
got
was a
Strider on the
showing.
box today. Yeah, I mean, okay. Like we have a Kyle Wright like still not really finding his flow. So like yeah, if y'all smacked him up yesterday, like that's okay. That is okay. I'm sure I feel like we're gonna go back to our wait, Freed is still in, or has he been
No, he's in.
yeah. Like we'll still have our Strider, Freed, and I guess Morton. We gotta and then hope for the best. Like we gotta just rock with those three. Everyone else is a bit shaky though, to be fair.
I hope they're hot come playoff time. That's all I'm saying. Like, definitely wasn't hot last year. Like,
That was last year. We were hot the year before. We won the championship. So
I
And
mean,
y'all
yeah,
did-
but y'all were hot that whole second half of the season. Like, you're getting a little cold now. It's
but
getting
we're
a
also
little
the best team
chilly.
in the league, though. So
Huh?
we're also the best team in the league.
But so are we since the second half of the season.
What are you talking about, bro? What do you
We
mean?
have the second best record in the second
I
half of the
don't care
season.
about your record. We're a better team than you. Like, absolutely.
Yesterday did not show that, but we'll see. We'll see in the
One game.
playoffs.
What is
Come on.
this?
That was one game.
I didn't
Like,
know we
y'all
were
beat us in
game
one
by
game.
game in the MLB like this.
Dude,
for
yeah,
real.
see, this is impressionable.
That's
Nah.
crazy.
What we were talking about earlier.
Nah, 7-1. You should have seen that Schwarber home run, Dude, bro. It went out the stadium.
Yeah, he clapped that. Like, did he hit it like 500 feet? Like, I actually
Yeah,
480.
483.
480.
43.
Yeah, that's crazy. But no, I'm really not concerned. Like, I feel like the Braves are in a definite skid right now. Like, I'm pretty sure we got swept by the Marlins
Yeah, we did
in the last series. So
4 in a row.
we'll see. I'm not too worried though.
And not the Phillies, rather.
We're the best team in the league. Absolutely.
But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up though. At Take 5 Pod, First Take Tuesday. Get some good debates in here. We'll definitely clean this up a bit. But we was good. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media. At Take 5 Pod, daily content, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, everything. And we will see y'all Saturday.